Welcome back. Again, same as always, any issues or anything throughout any of the exercises, just stop it. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall to start. Head and neck in line, eye line forward. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, tuck in your chin, just roll down, slide your hands down your legs. Take a big deep breath in here to hold. And then breathe out, come all the way up, nice and tall. Bring the shoulders back and down and the head and neck in line. Breathe in. And breathe out, tuck in your chin, roll down. Take a nice deep breath in again, feel the air going to the back and the sides of your lungs. And then breathe out through your pursed lips, stack your bones up one at a time, bring the shoulders back and down, head and neck in line. One more. All the way down. A nice big deep breath in. And then breathe out, stacking all the way up nice and tall, bring the shoulders back and down and the head and neck in line. From here, roll down onto your back. Okay. Rest the head onto the towel and just tilt your pelvis back and forth. Okay, stop when you're neutral, take a breath in. And breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in. And breathe out, go into your imprint, press your lower back into the mat. Breathe in, hold. And breathe out, release again. Breathe in. Breathe out into your imprint. Breathe in, hold. And breathe out, release. One more. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out, release back to neutral. Pop the towel out from under your head. Take a breath in. And breathe out, pull up again with your pelvic floor and your deep core. So I'm going to roll through our imprint, lift the pelvis up and lift the lower back up one at a time. Breathe in, hold it there. And then breathe out, come back down, one bone at a time, through your imprint, back to the start. Breathe in, breathe out, peel up. Breathe in, hold. And breathe out, all the way back down, one bone at a time, through your imprint, back to the start. Breathe in. Breathe out, peel up, squeeze the glutes, really keep the core switched on. This I'm going to hold it up. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Fingertips point to the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach one hand overhead, one down by your side. Breathe in. Come back to the center. Swap sides. Reach and back. Reach, back. Reach and back. One more. And back. This time, breathe out. Reach both hands overhead. Circle them all the way down around your midline. Squeeze the glutes, keep the bone muscles working. Breathe in, hands up and out. Circle overhead, all the way around. Breathe in, hands up, out, circle. In, up, out, circle. Breathe in and out, circle all the way down. Keep the hands down by your sides and then lower back down one bone at a time, all the way back to your neutral. Pop the towel back under your head, hands down by your sides. Take a breath in, breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in, bring the shoulders all the way up to your ears. Breathe out, slide your hands down to your feet. Breathe in, shoulders up to your ears. Breathe out, hands to feet. To ears, to feet. Two more. Last one. And then back to the center. Bring the hands up, fingertips pointing to the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out and reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. Breathe in, lower back down, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind the back. Don't let the ribs poke up. Breathe out, reach. Breathe in and squeeze. Out, reach. In, squeeze. Reach and squeeze. Two more. Squeeze. Last one. Reach and squeeze. And then just come back to neutral. Relax the hands down by your side. From here, roll onto your side. Okay? Hands stretched out in front, head resting onto the towel, knees bent. Take a breath in and breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in, reach the hand up to the ceiling. Breathe out and roll back. So let the ribs go first and then the hand follows. Breathe in, hold it there. And breathe out, come all the way back to the start. Breathe in, hand up. Breathe out, roll, let the ribs go first, hand follows. Breathe in, hold. And breathe out, back to the start. And again, hand up, roll back. Breathe in, hold it there. And then breathe out, come all the way back to the start. Roll over onto the other side. Breathe in and breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in, reach the top hand up to the ceiling. Breathe out, roll back. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out all the way back to the start. And again, breathe in, hand up. Breathe out and roll. Breathe in, hold it there. And then breathe out, come all the way back to the start. Just two more. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, hold. Out, all the way back to the start. Last one, hand up. Roll back. Breathe in, hold it there. And then breathe out, come all the way back to the start. From here, pop the bottom hand on, from here, roll onto your hands and knees. Okay, so your back should be nice and flat to start. Hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Tuck your tailbone out, bring the waist down, the ribs down, come down between the shoulders, lift the head and neck up to look in front. Breathe in. And then breathe out, bring the tailbone in, waist up, ribs up between the shoulders, and then let the head and neck drop. Breathe in. Breathe out, tailbone out, waist down, ribs down, down between the shoulders, head and neck comes up to look in front. Breathe in. And breathe out, tailbone in, waist up, ribs up between the shoulders, head and neck drop. So one more in each direction. Breathe in. Breathe out, tailbone out, waist down, ribs down, down between the shoulders, head and neck comes up to look in front. Last one. And breathe out. Really trying to get going one bone at a time, get each segment of your spine working. Breathe in, come back to your neutral, and then from here, come down onto your tummy. Okay? Forehead onto the towel, rest the hands down by your side. At the level of your ears, actually a bit wider. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Keep the belly button off the mat as best you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the shoulders back and down. Lift the head and chest up to look at the towel. The chin tucked in. Don't let the legs lift off the mat. Breathe in. Hold it there. Breathe out. Lower. Breathe in. And out, shoulders back and down, lift the head and chest up, keep the belly button off the mat, keep the feet down. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower. Two more, breathe in. Breathe out, shoulders back and down, lift up. Breathe in, hold. Out, lower. Last one. Lift up. Breathe in, hold it there. And breathe out, lower back down. Bring the hands down by your sides. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Pull up again with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Open the front of the shoulders. Lift the head and chest up to look at the towel. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the front, lift up. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower. Two more. Breathe in. And last one, breathe in, and out, open, really squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift up, breathe in, hold it there, And breathe out, lower back down. From here, push up onto your hands and knees, sit back onto your heels into a shallow stretch. The head down, strengthen the hand down in front. And then from here, go all the way forward and then roll onto our back again. For the next one, you can take out the towel if you want. What you want to make sure is that your head is parallel, so your face is parallel with the ceiling. So if you feel like your chin is poking up a little bit, pop the towel under. If you feel you're tucking in your chin, just take the towel away. So you should be nice and relaxed, face parallel with the ceiling. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Lengthen the back of your neck to tuck in your chin. Breathe in, hold it there. And breathe out. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out, lengthen the back of your neck to tuck in your chin. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, release. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out, tuck in. Breathe in, hold it there. And breathe out, release. This time we're going to even pop the towel back under. We're going to go into our ab prep. So breathe in. Breathe out, tuck in, curl up to look at your knees. Breathe in, hold it there. Breathe out, lower. Keep the chin tucked in the whole way down. Breathe in. Breathe out, tuck in your chin, curl up, keep the tummy flat. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower back down, chin tucked in the whole way down. This time, breathe in. Breathe out, go into your imprint with one leg to tabletop and then the second leg. Keep the lower back pressed into the mat. Breathe in. And breathe out, tuck in your chin, curl up to look at your knees. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in. And out, tuck in and curl up. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower. And again, breathe in. Breathe out, curl up. In, hold. Out, lower. We're going to go to our hundreds next. So breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck in your chin, curl up, look at your knees. We're going to start pulsing with our hands. So in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going with that. If you want to make it a bit harder, as you breathe out, you can straighten out the legs onto the diagonal. You can bend them when you breathe in if you like. Or to make it harder, you can hold it out on the diagonal to keep your legs stretched out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the center with the legs, lower the head and neck down. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock gently from side to side. And then lower one leg down at a time, tilt the pelvis again back into its neutral. Breathe in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core, go into your imprint. One leg to tabletop and then the second leg. Left hand onto the right knee, right hand onto the shin of the right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out, tuck in your chin, curl up to look at your knees. You're going to stretch out the left leg. Breathe in, come back to the center, switch hands. So stretch, switch, stretch, switch, stretch, switch. The hands are just guiding the legs in. You keep your chin tucked in, keeping your tummy flat. Quick breath. Tummy flat, chin tucked in. Keep the core held. 2 more. Last one. Back to tabletop. Head and neck down. Keep the legs in the air. Breathe in. And breathe out. Tuck in your chin. Curl up to look at your knees. Pop the hands behind your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your shoulder across the opposite hip. Straighten out the opposite leg. In, back to the center. Swap. Cross and back. Across, back. Any pain in your lower back or anything, just stop, or you can do it with the feet on the ground like this. But try and do it properly with the legs in the air. 2 more. And then lower the head and neck down and hug your knees again into your chest. Just rock gently from side to side. And then lower one leg down, lower the second leg down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Go into your imprint. One leg to tabletop and then the second leg. Both hands on the outside of the knees. Breathe in. And breathe out. Tuck in your chin. Curl up to look at your knees. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Stretch out the arms and the legs. Breathe in. Back to the center. Keep the chin tucked in. Out and reach. In. Back. Reach. Back. And if you like, you can reach. Circle the hands back. Reach. Circle. Reach. Circle. Two more. Last one. And then head and neck down. Lower one leg down. And lower the second leg down. Okay, do a little bit of work for the glutes next for their bridges. So slide the towel out from under your head. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in. And now squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up. We're going to hold it here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift one leg to tabletop. Breathe in. Lower. So we'll start simple. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Breathe out. And lift. Keep the glutes switched on. Core switched on. Don't let the hips drop. This time, lift. You're going to hold it there. And then breathe out. Straighten out the leg. Breathe in. Bend. Straighten and bend. Keep the glutes switched on. Keep the hips up. Don't let them drop. Breathe out. Straighten. In. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Last one. And bend. Lower that leg back down. Breathe in. And now lift the other leg to tabletop. Breathe in. Hold it there. Breathe out again. Straighten. In. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Keep the glutes switched on. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Don't let them drop. Two more. Last one. And lower the leg back down. Lower the hips back down. And just gently tilt your pelvis back and forth. Breathe in. Breathe out again. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up. Reach the hands up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift the left leg to tabletop. Breathe in, fold. And out, stretch out the left leg, reach the right hand overhead. Breathe in, back to the center. So the opposite arm and leg. Reach and back. Reach, back. Reach, back. If it's too hard, just do the leg, keep the hands down. Last one. Don't let the hips drop. Let the leg come down. Keep the hips up. Breathe in. And breathe out with the right leg to tabletop. Breathe in. Out. Stretch out the left arm and the right leg. In. Back to the center. Reach. And back. Working really hard. Keep your core switched on. Keep your glutes switched on. Don't let the hips drop. Reach. And back. Reach. Back. Two more. Reach. Back. Last one. And back. Relax the leg down. Relax the hips back down. You can pop the towel under your head. Let the knees fall out to the left hand side, or to the right hand side, sorry. Reach the hand to the left and look towards the left. Feel a nice stretch along your back. And then come back to the center and let the legs fall to the left, hand to the right. And look towards your right. And then come back to the center. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Again, go into your imprint. Lift one leg to tabletop and the second leg. Pop both hands behind the knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck in your chin. Curl up to look at your knees. Straighten out the legs as best you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower one leg for two pulses. Breathe in back to the top. Swap sides. Pulse. Pulse and back. And back. As you do that, make sure the leg is straight. If you drop it, you need to bend it a little bit at the top. That's fine. Reach, reach, and back. Back. Two pulses. And back. Two more. Back to the start. tabletop and lower the head and neck down, but keep the legs on tabletop. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Tuck in your chin, curl up to look at your knees, and reach the hands overhead, up towards the ceiling. Sorry, breathe in. Breathe out, stretch out the left leg, reach the right hand overhead. Breathe in, back to the start. Swap sides. Stretch and back. Stretch, back. Reach and back. Keep the core switched on, keep the tummy flat, don't let the muscles poke up. Keep the chin tucked in. One more. And back. And the neck down. And again, just hug the knees into the chest. And rock gently from side to side. Lower one leg down and the second leg down. Slide the towel out from under your head. Make sure that you have plenty of room overhead so that there's nothing too close to you, so you're going to roll over. Tilt your pelvis into neutral. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Go into your imprint. Lift one leg to tabletop, and then the second leg, hands down by your sides. Reach the legs onto the diagonal. Breathe in, point the toes to the ceiling. Breathe out, roll all the way over till your legs are parallel with the floor. Breathe in, just sink into it a little bit more, let the legs fall towards the floor. And then breathe in, breathe out, start to roll all the way back down, control it the whole way, from one bone at a time, till your legs are back on the diagonal. So breathe in, point the toes to the ceiling. Breathe out, roll over. Breathe in, hold it there, sink into it a little bit more. And then breathe out, put all the way back, control, 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 so your legs are on the diagonal. Breathe in, toes to the ceiling. Breathe out, roll, in, hold, and out, control it all the way back down. One more. Breathe in, out, breathe in, hold it there, and then breathe out all the way back to the start. Control it down the whole way, and then bend the knees, lower one leg down, and lower the second leg down. Put the towel back under your head. Breathe in, and breathe out. Put up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in, and breathe out. Go into your imprint. Lift one leg to tabletop, and then the second leg. Reach the hands overhead. Breathe in, reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. Breathe out, tuck in the chin, curl up, all the way up and sitting just behind your sit bones. Breathe in, reach the hands overhead again, and breathe out, control the whole way down. Breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, curl all the way up. In, reach, and out, lower. If you find that too hard, you can do it with feet on the ground. So breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, curl up, sit just behind the sit bones. Breathe in, reach, out, lower. Breathe in, hands up, out, curl up, in, reach, out, lower. And if you can do that with the legs on the diagonal as well. So breathe in, hands up, out, curl up, in, reach, out, lower. Just one more. Breathe in, hands up, out, curl up, in, reach, out, lower, back down. And then again, just hug your knees into your chest and rock gently from side to side. And then lower one leg down at a time. Straighten out the legs for the next one. Hands reaching overhead. Keep the ribs down, so make sure that the ribs don't poke up. So if you feel they're poking up a bit, take a breath in. And as you blow out, bring them down. Okay? Breathe in then, reach the hands up to the ceiling. Breathe out, tuck in the chin, you're going to roll all the way up, one bone at a time, and reach the hands down towards your feet. Breathe in, start to roll backwards, roll past your sit bones, and then breathe out all the way back to the start to the hands and overhead. Breathe in, hands to the ceiling, keep the core switched on. Breathe out, tuck in your chin to get a nice smooth movement all the way up, reach hands to the feet. Breathe out, start to roll back. And breathe out all the way back overhead. Breathe in, hands up. Breathe out, curl all the way up. Breathe in, start to roll back. And breathe out all the way down. Just 2 more. Breathe in, hands up. Out, curl up. Breathe in, start to roll back. And out all the way down. Last one, we're going to curl up and we're going to stay up position. And then bend one leg and bend the other leg. Sitting up nice and tall for this one. Okay, remember the wall behind you, so you don't want to sit back into it. Head and neck in line. You're going to reach your hands out in front. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor in your deep core. Tuck in your chin, reach forwards. Breathe in, roll back. Out. Forwards. In. Back. Forwards. Back. Keep your feet on the ground, don't let them lift up. One more. And then come back up nice and tall. Again, reach your hands out in front, breathe in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. This time I'm going to roll back, open to one side. Breathe in, come back up tall. So breathe out, roll back, then open. Breathe in, come up tall. Again, don't let the feet lift up. Roll it, open. Up tall. Your eye line just follows the hand that's opening to the side. And back. Roll. And back. Last one. Roll. And back. Relax the hands down. Put the hands behind you to support you. And from here, we're going to lift the hips up. So take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up again with your pelvic floor in your deep core, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up. Breathe in, hold it there. And breathe out, low. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze the glutes, lift up. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower. Again, if any of these exercises are sore anywhere, just stop doing it. You can either do one of the other exercises or just take a little rest. Breathe in, hold. Out, lower. We're just going to do one more. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze and lift. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax back down. Keep the hands behind you for support. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. You're going to drop one leg to the side, straighten it along the mat. Breathe in, turn the foot in, bend up. So breathe out, drop. Straighten, turn in, bend up. Drop, straighten, turn in, bend up. 2 more. In, bend. Drop, straighten, in, bend. Last one. Turn in and bend up. From here, sit up nice and tall. So you can either sit with your legs straight, knees bent, or cross-legged, whichever you prefer, whichever you find more comfortable. Main thing is you're up nice and tall. You want to reach the hands out to the side. Keep them in a straight line throughout the exercise. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Rotate to one side for 3. So breathe in, back to the center. Swap sides. Rotate. And back. And again. And back. 3 little pulses to make it a little bit further feet. Pulse. And back. Pulse. 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 And back. Feel a little bit of a stretch in your upper back. Keep the arms in a straight line. Don't let them drift in. And back. Last one. And one more to the other side. To the center, relax the hands down. Make sure to pop the towel off the mat, make sure there's nothing behind you, and come to the end of the mat so there's plenty of mat behind you. We're going to be rolling like a ball. If anyone's not sure about this or doesn't want to do it, just take a break or do some more of the rotations. So start sitting just behind your sit bones, so you're going to get a little bit of a curve in your spine. Take a breath in. And then breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core, lift one foot off the mat and lift the other. Keep a nice curve in your spine. As you breathe in, let yourself roll backwards. Breathe out, come back up and get your balance. So breathe in and roll. Breathe out, come back up. You're trying to get the balance without letting the feet touch the mat. To be a nice smooth movement. Keep your island on your knees to keep a curve in your back. Roll and back. Roll and back, and try to keep your balance here. Okay, we're going to try and make it a little bit harder. So I want you to bring the feet up. You can get them straight in a straight line, or if you find you're a bit of tightness, keep the knees bent. Okay, we're going to start in a nice V shape. As you breathe in, again, let yourself roll back. And breathe out. Up nice and tall. Keep the feet and the legs out by table. So breathe in, roll back. Out. Up. If you find it too hard, just go back to regular rolling like a ball. Up nice and tall. Breathe in, roll. And breathe out. Up nice and tall. One more. And lower one leg down and lower the second leg back down. From here, roll onto your side. So you can grab the towel, pop it under your head, and pop your hand under the towel, reach it up overhead under your cap. Breathe in, breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Open up the top leg. Keep the hips stacked on top of each other. Just feel a bit of a pinch in the glutes. And then breathe in, close. Breathe out. Open, in, close. Open, close. And close. If you want to make this harder, just lift the shin and the push-up off the mat and do it from here. Open and close. So you can either do it with the foot on the mat or just lift it slightly off it. And close. And close. Open, close. And the last one, we're going to open, hold it open for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the leg, relax the shin down. Straighten out your legs next. Really take care to make sure you're in a fully straight line. Okay, so you should have you should make sure that your legs are in front of your body, so in a straight line, toes pointed, hand reaching up overhead. Point the top leg away from you, so there's a little bit of a gap under your waist. I know it's hard to see on the video, but just have a quick feel that there's a little gap under your waist. Top hand onto your hip. Breathe in, point and lift the top leg, keep the gap in your waist. Breathe out, flatten the foot and lower. Breathe in, point, reach the leg away, lift. Breathe out, flatten, lower. So you're really working hard to keep the core switched on. Don't let the waist drop. Point and lift, flatten, lower. Point and lift, flatten, lower. Point and lift, flatten, lower. Don't let the waist drop. This time, point and lift, hold it there again, keeping the waist up. And when we're circles, breathe out for half and in for half. Nice, slow, controlled. Keep that top leg pointed away, trying to stretch it, make it longer than the other leg. Keep the core switched on, change direction for a few. Out for half and in for half. Nice, slow, controlled. Last two. And relax the leg back down. Take a breath in, breathe out. Pull up again with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in, point and lift the top leg. Again, keep the gap in your waist. Breathe out, meet it with the bottom leg, flatten, lower. Point and lift, meet it, flatten, lower. Lift, meet it, flatten, lower. Lift, meet it, flatten, lower. If you need top hand for balance in front, that's fine. And this time we're going to do the two together. So breathe in, hold it there. Breathe out, lift the two legs up together. Breathe in and lower. Out and lift. In, lower. Lift. Lower. Two more. Lift. lower. Last one, lift, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax back down. Then the top leg out of the way, so the bottom leg can move. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core, lift up the bottom leg. Breathe in and lower. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Last one, lift and pulse it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax back down. Stack the other leg back on top, and then angle them slightly in front. Breathe in, breathe out, lift up the top leg, breathe in, breathe in, hold it, breathe out, kick forward for 2, breathe in, pull back behind you, breathe out, kick for 2, breathe in, pull back. Be careful not to overact your back, keep the core switched on. Breathe out, pulse, and back, last one, and back, and then relax the leg back down. Bring the legs back in line, come up onto your elbow for the side plank. Try and go from your feet. If you need to go from your knees, that's fine too. So it should be a nice straight line. Top hand onto the hip, take a breath in, and breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core, lift the hips up, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Again, breathe in, breathe out, lift up, hold it for 10, keep breathing. If you want to make it harder, lift up the top leg as well for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Just one more, breathe in, breathe out, lift up, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax back down. Come up onto your hands then, so that the elbow is straight. Bend the knees slightly, top knee pointing up to the ceiling. And top hand resting on the knee, palm facing up to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. You're going to lift the hips up, reach the hand overhead. You can keep the knee down if you want. Breathe in, come back, or you can go up onto your feet. So breathe in, breathe out, reach all the way up, coming up onto your feet. Reach the hand overhead. Breathe in, come back down. Or sorry, again. Breathe in, out, lift up. Breathe in, back down. Out, lift, in, lower, one more. And lower all the way back down. From here, bring the towel to the other end of the mat. And then pop your bottom hand under again. Knees bent. We're going to start with a clam. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Open up the top leg. Keep the hips stacked on top of each other. Breathe in. Close. Breathe out. Open. Breathe in. Close. Open. Close. Again, going to make it a bit harder. Lift the foot up. Open. Close. Open. Close. Really working hard to keep the hips stacked on top of each other. Don't let them roll back. You feel a bit of a pinch in your glutes. You open it as wide as it goes. Open. Close. Two more. Last one. Open. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, relax the feet down. Straighten out the legs. Point the top leg away slightly again. Just feel a gap in your waist. Try and keep it there throughout the exercise. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in. Point and lift. Out. Flatten and lower. Point and lift. Flatten. Lower. Really working to reach that top leg away from you. Keep that gap in your waist. Point and lift. Flatten. Lower. Point and lift, flatten, lower. This time, point and lift, hold it there, and do a circle. So breathe out for half a circle and in for half. Out for half, in for half. Nice slow control circles. Keep the hips stacked on top of each other. Keep that gap in your waist. Don't let yourself rock back and forth. Change direction. Out for half, in for half. Nice, slow, controlled circles. Last one. And relax back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up against your pelvic floor and your deep core. Point the top leg away. Breathe in, point and lift. Out, meet up with the bottom leg. Flatten the foot. Feet lower back down. Breathe in, point and lift. Out, meet it. Flatten, lower. In and out. In and out. This time, hold it there. Breathe out, lift the two legs up together. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out and lift. In, lower. Lift, lower. Last one, we'll lift and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax back down. Bend the top leg out of the way, take a breath in. And out again, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core, lift up the bottom leg. Breathe in, lower. Out and lift, in, lower. Lift, lower. Lower. 2 more. Lift, lower. Last one, we're going to pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Stack the legs on top of each other. Angle them slightly in front. Breathe in. And out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Lift the top leg up. Breathe in, hold. And breathe out. Kick forward for 2. Breathe in, pull back. And again. Kick, kick, pull back. Kick, kick, pull back. Keep your core switched on. And back. Careful not to overarch your back. Back. Last one. Pulse, pulse, and back. Relax the leg back down. And stack the legs back on top of each other. Come up onto your elbow. Your side plank. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Lift the hips up. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back down. Again, breathe in. And out, lift up. If you want to make it harder, lift the foot up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Just one more. And breathe out. Lift up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax back down. Come up onto your hand then to the last one on our side. Bend the legs slightly. Top knee pointing to the ceiling. Top hand resting on the knee. Up nice and tall. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Lift the hips up. Want to put the knee down. That's fine. Reach the hand overhead. Breathe in, back down. If you want to do the full one from the whole way up, reach, lift the knee up as well, reach the hand overhead. Breathe in, lower. And again, lift, lower. 2 more. Lift, lower. Last one. And relax all the way back down. Well done. Roll onto your back for just a second. We'll do a couple of stretches. So start by pulling the left knee across to the right shoulder. And hold it there. Get a nice stretch into the glutes. Take a couple of deep breaths. In through your nose. And out through your pursed lips. Pop your hands behind your knee, point the toes up to the ceiling. And then lower that leg back down. Bring the right knee across to the left shoulder, come right across the body, get a nice stretch. The deep breaths. And then pop your hand behind your knee and point the toes up to the ceiling. And then lower the leg back down. And then come up onto your hands and knees. So, to start again, hands should be directly under your shoulders, knees should be directly under your hips. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Kick one leg behind you, keeping the back nice and flat. Breathe in, lower. Swap sides. Kick and lower. Don't let your back dip or arch. Kick, lower. Keep the core switched on, keep the head and neck in line. Kick, lower. If you want, start adding and reaching out the opposite arm at the same time. Lower. Reach, lower. Don't let the back dip or arch. Really working hard at your core to keep it nice and still. Reach, lower. Nice and controlled. Reach, lower. Lower. This time we're going to keep going on one side. Whatever leg is in the air now, breathe in, lower, breathe out, stretch out, and same leg again, lift. Breathe in, lower. Keep going for 2 more, 3 more, reach, lower. 2 more on this side, reach, lower. Last one, and lower. Swap over, we'll do the other side for 5. So breathe out, reach, breathe in, lower. Stick to the same side. Reach, keep the back still, lower. Reach, lower. 2 more. Reach, lower. Last one. Reach, and lower. Back down. Relax everything down. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Kick one leg out behind you. Keep the knee bent this time. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, straighten that leg. Breathe in, bend. Keep the back from dipping or arching. Straighten, bend. Straighten, bend. Last one. Relax that leg down, swap sides. Breathe out, reach. Breathe in, hold. Out, straighten. In, bend. Keep the back nice and still. Straighten, bend. 2 more. Last one. And then relax that leg back down. And then from here, you can lie down onto your front. Rest your forehead onto the towel. Hands at the level of your ears, so out a little bit wider. Take a breath in. And then breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring the shoulders back and down, lift the head, chest, and hands up. Breathe in, hold it there. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in. Breathe out, shoulders back and down, head, chest, and hands lift up. Don't let the legs lift up. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lower. And again, breathe in. And out, lift. In, hold. Out, lower. This time, breathe in. Breathe out, shoulders back and down, lift up. Breathe in, hold it here. Breathe out, reach the hands in front, keep the head off the mat. Breathe in, bend the elbows. Breathe out, straighten. In, bend, keep up if you can. Straighten, bend, just 1 more. And bend, relax the hands back down. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Bring the shoulders back and down, lift the head and chest and the hands up. This time, breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, circle the hands around and lift the head and chest up a little bit more. So breathe in, reach the hands forward. Breathe out, circle around, bring the head up a little bit higher. Think of it as you breathe in, you kind of dive forward. Breathe out, circle and lift up. Breathe in. And out, circle. In. And out, circle, and then bring your hands back to your chest, relax the head back down. Pop the hands wherever it's comfortable, so if it's under your towel or beside your head, whichever you prefer. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Lift one leg off the mat, keep the knee straight. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, keep the other leg up. Breathe in, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. This time adding the two legs together. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Make sure you're keeping the knees straight so the thigh is lifting up as well. You shouldn't be too much movement in your lower back. Lower. Lift, lower. One more. And lower. Reach the hands up overhead, keep forehead rested onto the towel. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Lift the head, chest, and hands up. Breathe in, hold. Out, lower. Breathe in. This time, just breathe out, lift up. Breathe in, lower. Lift, lower. If you can, add in lifting up the legs as well. So both hands and both legs. And lower. If it's too hard to restore, just do one or the other. Lift, lower. Two more. Lift, lower. Last one. And lower. Bring the hands down towards your chest. Keep the hips down as best you can. Straighten out the elbows. Push all the way up into a nice stretch. Breathe in. And sigh out. And again. And out. And then come all the way back down. And then pop the hands again where it's comfortable. Open the feet out wide. Bend the knees so the heels are touching. Just the heels, not the whole foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze the heels together. Breathe in. Release the pressure, but keep the heels touching. Breathe out. Squeeze. In. Release. Squeeze. Release. Two more. Last one. And bring the knees back together. Feet down. And then again, we'll do another extension. Pushing all the way up. Take a breath in. And sigh out. From here, lift the hips up and sit right back onto your heels with your shell stretch. Keep the hands reaching forward. Head down. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And again. And out. Walk your hands around to one side. Feel the stretch go down the opposite side of your body. Back to the center and across to the other side. And then come back to the center, come up into kneeling. And then step forward with one leg. And do a quick stretch for the hip flexors. Push forward. Get a stretch down the front of the hip. Whatever knee is on the ground, use that hand up and lean down to the opposite side. And then swap over. Other leg forward. Push through with the hips. Whatever knee is on the ground, use that hand up and reach down to the other side. Back to the center, bring that knee backwards. Walk your hands forward into the plank position. So tuck your toes in under your feet. Ideally do it from the full plank, so from your feet. If you need to, just drop your knees, okay? Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Take a breath in, hold, so into plank position. And breathe out. Bend the elbows for 3, so breathe in, push back up. 2 more. And up, last one. And push up. Then walk your hands towards you. Come all the way back. Bend the knees a little bit if you need to. And you're going to stack your bones back up one at a time. Shoulders back and down. Head and neck in line. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Keep your core switched on. Roll all the way down. Your hands are on the mat. Walk your hands forward into the plank. Breathe in. Breathe out for 3. Bend the elbows. Breathe in. Push up. And again. Push up. 2 more. Up. Last one. Push up. Lift the hips up. Walk your hands all the way back towards you. And then standing up, stacking your bones back on top of each other one at a time. Shoulders back and down. Just going to finish with the roll down. So breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up with your pelvic floor and your deep core. Tuck in your chin, roll down. Breathe in, hold. And then breathe out, hold it here, just sink into it a bit more. Breathe in. And breathe out all the way up. Nice and tall. Shoulders back and down, head and neck in line, okay? And we'll finish there. Well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the class. And any feedback or anything, just let us know. Thank you.